Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur. Now, in this video, I actually just had something really interesting happen to me, and ultimately, if you're watching this, I want to teach you guys how to spot a fake SEO company. Now, on a future video, I'm going to do a very deep dive in to figure out what is going wrong with your SEO and how do you really kind of catch them with their pants down. But ultimately, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about what you should be seeing every step of the way when you hire a marketing company. I know this because I happen to own a six-figure agency and we're constantly growing, but how do you really catch somebody with their pants down or ultimately see if your marketing company is performing to the level that they're supposed to perform to? So the first thing that you're going to want to do right off the bat is ultimately make sure that you have a extremely clear level of what are you getting out of your money. So when I say that, I mean, if you say that you're paying for a blog or you're paying for an email blast or if you're paying for, web pages to be added, right? Make sure that you're actually getting those things. Now, there's no marketing company that can ever guarantee results. However, there are plenty of marketing companies that should be able to offer a level of case studies of what they've done, how they've improved their traffic, what they, all that kind of stuff. And in theory, it should be really posted all over their website. Now, not every company is going to do this. They might either, kind of do a Zoom or something like that where they can show you, but ultimately, they should be able to show you a list of deliverables that they guaranteed when you signed up with them, right? If you hire a contractor to build your house, you expect your house to be built in a reasonable amount of time. And in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, right? Phase 1 is going to be the foundation and the frame. Phase 2 is going to be, electric and piping for plumbing and stuff like that. Phase 3 is going to be, interior walls. And then phase 4 is going to be finishing, paint, you have carpets, all that kind of stuff, right? The hi-hats, lighting, all that. So when you're hiring a marketing company, you should be able to say, hey, you know what phase are we in, or what is the plan, and what should this look like, or what should I expect to see in a reasonable amount of time? Now, uneducated buyers typically will just hand over money and say, hey, here's my money, take my money, I need you to do my marketing, which is the absolute worst thing that you could ever possibly do online. I see it all the time. I see, I hired this person. Well, I trusted them to do it. Well, have you seen any deliverables? No, I haven't. Have you seen any increase in business? No, I haven't. How long has it been? It's been, I don't know, 3, 6, 9 months. You haven't seen the needle move at all in 3, 6, 9 months. That is crazy to me. Now I get it. Marketing companies or most other companies aren't magic workers. They can't just make things happen in a month. But in a month period, they should be able to have several different things. So if you're hiring a content marketing agency, you should be able to say, hey, this is the game plan that we're going down. Here's several deliverables that we are providing, right? Here's the integration that we promised, whatever it may be, right? They should be able to hand you something. If you're hiring a Facebook ads company, right, after a month, and you should be sitting down every month with your marketing company and saying, hey, let's go over the results that we've received. So what is that? The results are what you've spent money on. So if it's Facebook ads, if it's content creation, if it's an email blast, whatever it is, what have you done, and let's see it. Now, sometimes there's an onboarding process, and you may or may not have that. The onboarding process is, hey, we need to get all of your information. Typically takes about a month and integrated with our system, so that way when we actually go build things, we're not scrambling around. Understandable. But by the time month 3 usually hits, there should be something. There should be a needle moving, something like that. Now, I do give marketing companies a pass because sometimes, depending on the website, it may take a little bit longer than that. But for the vast majority of other people, Facebook ads, instantaneous. It does take a little while to dial them in to really get the best optimization. But for the most part, it's a pretty fast ROI, right? In I would say a month or two, you should be able to say, hey, I'm going to spend $1,000. I'm going to get $1,500 out, right? For many other digital marketing companies, if it's social media, hey, we did 500 posts. This is what we covered. These are the specific posts, right? My Pinterest girl gives me a zipped folder of every Pinterest when they were pinned and all that kind of stuff. And the cool part is in her system, it's just a click export. I get a full list of everything that she's done, and then ultimately I know where we're going down the road. Tremendously powerful. So there's no mystification, there's no anti-clarity or anything like that. I know exactly what I'm getting. I see these deliverables. Now here's the thing. If you've hired a marketing company and you're going down this route, how long does it take for you actually, or how long should you start to say, I may have made a bad decision? And the key to that is really it comes down to you. But I typically tell people if you are not seeing anything happen, you're not getting any deliverables or anything in 3 to 6 months, 6 months being on the long end. Content marketers take a little bit longer. For those Facebook agencies or anything like that, they should be a much shorter turnaround time, right? It's usually about the 6 month mark is like you should probably say I made a bad decision. And that's nothing against you. It happens. I've made plenty of bad decisions in my life. But if you're not seeing anything at the 6 month mark, chances are pretty good that marketing companies either doing something completely unethical, where they're taking your money and not providing a service that you paid for, or you're just uneducated and you don't know exactly what they're doing and they can't either explain it to you, or there's just nothing going on. And when there's nothing going on, there's been plenty of companies. That's why I started my marketing company, because I saw so many shysters stealing money from people in the marketing world that I said I could go do a better job than this, and this is why I'm making this video. So if you're hitting the 6 month mark and you haven't seen anything, there's been no results, there's been no emails going out, there's really every question that you ask, and every rock that's overturned is producing a zero outcome solution. You got to be really careful, and you got to make sure that you have a meeting with your marketing company every single month and covering exactly what was done. And it might not be a long meeting. It might be 15 minutes to a half hour. But you, as the business owner who's paying all of this money, needs to have an idea of what you're doing. Is it right? Is it wrong? What's going right? What does the future look like, right? If that marketing company can say, hey, you know what, look, this is what we've done. This is what we think is going to happen, right? Google takes... typically a blog takes about 9 months to rank on Google. But hey, you know what? In an effort to really kind of speed us through this sandbox or something like that, let's blast out some emails. Let's run a small ad campaign. Let's develop some backlinks. Anything like that is going to be tremendously helpful to help build your website and ultimately just prove a result. That is ultimately what you should be looking for, is just results. Results and actions. What was done? How much money did I spend? How much were those actions? And then over time, if you're working with a trusted marketing agency, you will start to see results. They might take a little while to get there, but over time they'll get there. And you, as the consumer, then can say, okay, great, I know we're moving in the right direction. And if you're with a good marketing company and they're producing results over time, it's probably way easier to stick with them than try to find a better marketing company. Are there better ones out there? Yes. Is there the best one out there that nobody knows about? I'm sure. But if this is something that you're curious to know about, or really don't leave a good relationship because there might be a better relationship out there. One of my more recent clients that let us go was like, no, this company, the best thing since sliced bread, and all the results they're getting are literally from me. And every meeting that I take part in is comical because they're like, wow, your old guy did a really good job. And then after about 3 to 6 months, their new SEO results came in and they all tanked. Whatever they did was completely wrong. So they left because of shiny object syndrome. Oh, this is the best in the business. This is the best in the business. And sure enough, they haven't done anything as far as providing results or anything like that. And keep in mind, this is for 3 to 4x what they were actually paying my agency. So pretty wild. If you're in a good relationship and you're growing, stick with that relationship. If you want to adjust the parameters of what your deliverables are going to be, then go do that. But ultimately, hiring a marketing company, you should see your results in 3 to 6 months, at least a little bit, just moving that needle a little bit, and then over time, those results will really still start to roll in. But my name is Harrison Marin, the Millennial Entrepreneur. I hope this video helps. I hope that, I hope your business isn't struggling. But if it is, and you're hiring a marketing company and you're in a bad spot, this should provide some clarity, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and ultimately how to really avoid a bad situation. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.